Well done, Major. That space station was a key link in the Creton's communications and security network, I suppose. Now you can slip down to the planet and seek out their home base. That's not the only home base I hope you seek. Baseball metaphors! Desert Zone. Alright. Desert 1. It's sandy. I'm always just kind of going, are those ships going to pop up to the top of the parallax, or are they just going to hover around underneath? I don't really need to hold. I'm not going to get any more firepower power-ups, so I don't need to kill time at all. Oh, now I do. There's one, just in the nick of time. Again, don't know what I'm saving all these zap bombs for. Let's start knocking them all over. Is he going to come up about him? Yes, he is. That's terrible. Oh, that would have been a good hold to grab. Oh boy, I don't like the look of this. Yep, and I didn't use my zap bombs when I should have, and now I've only got 5 of them. Never stockpile your weaponry. There is that little voice in every gamer's head that says, but I might need it later. But never listen to it, because then you get yourself into situations like this, where the thing I might need later is extra lives. There's an extra life. Hold, please. Oh, no! Pay attention, please. Well, this is going very well. Although episode 2 didn't start off too crash hot either, so... And I got through it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. No, I didn't get the second hold, but I killed enough time to get a power-up coming across. Okay. Take out some treaded vehicles. I assume they're treaded. They might not be, they only move on roads. Maybe they've got tyres. Yeah, see, they're sitting there on... They're stuck in the sand. Stupid cretins have gotten their vehicles bogged. I hate shooters where enemies can come from beneath you. It's a fairly standard ingredient to a lot of shooters, actually. So I suppose I don't hate shooters that do it by default, but I do think it's a bad design decision. This one does make up for it slightly by allowing you to get good enough weapons that you can fire on things coming up from beneath you. Okay, there we go. Shield improvements? Yes. Thank you very much. I don't really need the hold at this point, so let's free some more good guys. I'm very glad for the shielding. Excuse me. Okay, I don't know how I pulled that one off, but I did. Well, these levels are, on average, looking a little bit longer than the earlier episodes. Did I get all the capsules? I did. I'm still running 100%. I don't imagine that can last. Hey, we're flying over an oasis. Either that or this desert just got really watery. I actually just won another auction for a quickshot joystick because I got a Python 5, which is not quite what I thought it was going to be. What I was actually thinking of when I bought it was a Warrior 5. The Python is digital, and I tried playing a little with it actually, but it feels so strange. I mean, and not because I haven't used digital sticks before, I have, but it just it feels like you need to really wrench it around and stuff. And I suppose I'm just so used to having played with analog joysticks pretty much my whole life that it just feels kind of wrong. But I did actually just win an auction for a Warrior 5 in beige instead of black, which my original was black. I did see another auction. As soon as I won that auction, one came up for one in black. But I did not bid on that. Quickshot joysticks are, I don't know that they're considered terribly good or anything, but I definitely think they are sort of evocative of an era of gaming. Because I mean, so I had a Warrior 5 myself, like that was the joystick we had when I was growing up. And then my first gamepad was a Quickshot, this beige and brown thing with two whacking great buttons. When I owned a Mega Drive, whoever had bought a second joypad for it had bought a Quickshot, and so when I got it, it had one regular Sega controller and one Quickshot. When I got a Commodore 64, it came with a whole load of joysticks, and most of those were some variation on Quickshots. First arcade stick I ever used was a Quickshot Maverick, a Nintendo Entertainment System one. No, I beg your pardon, it was Super Nintendo one. When I bought it, it was meant to be a Nintendo Entertainment System one, but the one they sent me was a Super Nintendo one. But I was just using it through a Mayflower? I don't know what I can't remember what it's called. It's an adapter. I've got it around here somewhere for using with various kinds of console controllers with PCs via USB. So it didn't make a difference to me whether it was a Nintendo Entertainment System or Super Nintendo. So yeah, I was quite happy with it. But it was a Quickshot. Yeah, and so, like, I don't know, I would love to see more videos, I guess, on Quickshot hardware, because they just seem to be so ubiquitous. everyone talks about Mad Cats, and I suppose there was a lot of Mad Cats stuff around. But for me, it was always quick shot everywhere. And then they just sort of vanished. I would love to know sort of what happened to them, why they disappeared. Did they go under? Did they, yeah, just like not make a generational hop? Pretty much they stop at about the PlayStation. So, yeah, I guess the 16-bit era was their last great hurrah. Like, was there a project that went wrong for them? Yeah, I'm kind of... Maybe I'll make a video about it. I could start reviewing all these quickshot joysticks I seem to be accumulating. This Raider 5 is quite nice. Near as I can work out, 5 means IBM PC compatible. 15-pin game port. And yeah, the other numbers, so 1s might be 9-pin. I do have to actually look into that. But there is a method to that madness. A lot of the sticks cross over, and the number indicates what system it's for. But yeah, like the Python is a digital stick made for multiple systems. The Warrior is an analog stick with the same shape as the Python. But then also like the Quickshot 1 and the Quickshot 2 were both sticks for Commodore or Atari, so there goes that theory, I guess. Maybe if I do the research for a video, I'll find out. Okay. Not a bad kill ratio. Holding steady at 100%. The desert is hot, and so am I. I mean, maybe. Doesn't do anything for me personally, but I mean, to other Cretons might be quite attractive. The Cretons have a very wide variety of appearances. There is a species in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the radio play. They don't actually appear in the books because John Lloyd created them for the radio play rather than Douglas Adams. Called the Hagenenons, who are described as a hyper-evolutionary species. So they're constantly changing their appearance and body type and abilities, which makes them like they evolve several times over lunch. If they can't reach the spoon for some coffee, they will evolve into something with longer arms, but not necessarily something that will still want the coffee. And so this instability has led them to be very warlike and angry. It's great, and I've got to recommend the radio play if you've never heard it. It's well worth a listen. The first two books, anyway, the first two phases. The tertiary phase is not bad, and the quaternary, but they were really written as books, whereas the first two were proper radio plays. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I've just finished the Desert World, or not the Desert World. We've finished the Desert Zone. We're going to be carrying on with the mission to finish off the Cretans in Major Stryker. Join me again when we move on to the next phase on the desert planet, and be sure to like, subscribe, etc.